Been forever since I've been gone. Haven't held you in so long. Miss you more than words can say. Guess we got a little off track, but love knows a way back through the storms and pouring rain. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying. Heartbeat loud as the thunder rolls. Riding in on the stampede of lightning. I'm bringing back the sunshine. Bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Every moment, every sweet kiss, all the loving that we both missed. It's okay to let them go. Yesterday's all forgotten, and today we start rocking somewhere underneath the rainbow. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying. Heartbeat loud. Riding in on the stampede of lightning. I'm bringing back the sunshine. Bring back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Oh, yeah. Bring it back. Bring back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, bring back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Bring it back.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, Next Gen Racing Productions. Tonight, once again, High Country Trucking Series here at Watkins Glen International Motor Speedway. Qualifying already getting started and underway. We're going to jump on board with the 43 of Craig Learman as he gets out there on his up-to-speed laps. Long laps here at the Glen. A lot of different obstacles for these drivers to overcome. The uncustomary right-hand turn gonna be found quite a few times throughout this tricky little technical road course. It's a fast but technical road course, so we're gonna see which one of these High Country Trucking Series drivers have been out there and have been getting in some seat time at the road courses. Craig, there you see, pretty smooth so far here. So he should end up shaking out pretty good if I'm remembering what happy hour looked like moments ago. However, the most important with tonight's race, the most important thing tonight is it's the last race before the chase. There's a handful of drivers that are locked in because of their wins and making the minimum race requirement and being inside the top 20 with those wins. So there's a handful of drivers that are definitely going into the chase. Just a few to name a few: Brian Mescal Jr., Brandon Hartwell, Troy Radford, Gavin Martin, John Jenkins, Alan Westman, Donnie Stobbs. All those drivers slotted in. Oh, looks like there was a problem for Craig. He had to reset, so we'll find somebody else to jump on board with. The 49 here with Troy Radford. Let's ride around with Troy here. See how Troy does. Looks like he's still out on his up-to-speed lap right now. A lot of drivers out there on track, so going to be hard to catch them all with only 5 minutes of qualifying. Oh, looks like Troy abandons his lap, so we'll jump on board with the 5 of Brandon Hartwell now. Coming through one of the last corners here on the track before you make the final right-hand turn to go down the straightaway. We'll see if this is Brandon's up-to-speed lap. See him getting loose there on that last turn. Bringing it now down to turn 1, that hard, almost 90-degree right-hander. And that was just Brandon's up-to-speed lap, so he's still got a whole another lap to go around. Looks like Jeffrey Vandervoort and the 072, fastest on track right now, up there in pole position with a 1:12.465. Looks like he is still on his second lap, so maybe that'll get quicker. We're going to stick it out, though. Ride with this 5 of Brandon Hartwell, one of those drivers that is slotted in, guaranteed to make it into the chase. An interesting note for tonight. One of our fast regulars up there competing for wins week in and week out, except for when lightning strikes and he has bad luck. PJ Popham in the 32. Has a win to make it in, but is currently just a few points outside of that top 20 to make it in on the points requirement with a win. So PJ going to be one of those drivers that has to get out there and absolutely hustle his truck around this track tonight. But right now, let's see where Brandon Hartwell slots in on his first time lap. 8th place for Brandon, so probably not satisfied with that. So he'll looks like he'll make another run at it until he decides it's just not going to happen. But with only 42 seconds left here in qualifying, Brandon better get on it. Otherwise, it's not going to matter. He's not going to get back to the line in time anyway. So not a lot of drivers out there putting in qualifying times, actually. A lot of drivers giving them up. Actually, looks like that's what the 5 of Brandon Hartwell's doing right now. Looks like he's pretty much given up on that lap with only 12 seconds left to go here in happy hour. We're going to step away and be right back for the green flag here at High Country Trucking Series Season 3, race number 22.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them for a breast. Often imitated, never do. Greatest world of outlaw.
And as promised, back here with the gridding of tonight's Watkins Glen State Park 85. Going to give you the rundown here. In first position, the 072 of Jeffrey Vandervoort. In second position, the 49 of Troy Radford. Starting in row 2, inside, Chris Medford in the 48. And the outside row 2, the 96 of Alan Westman. Row number 3, the 97 of Andrew Nypower, followed by the 66 of Donnie Stobbs. And in row 4, the 115 of Tom Laneville. Starting on his outside will be the 82 of Tyler Hilton. Fifth row, the 43 of Craig Learman, followed by the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. 11th position, the 99 of Eric Blunt, followed by the 45 of Douglas Wasaki. 13th position sees the 77 of Lance Yancey, followed in 14th by the 7 of John Jenkins. 15th position, the 33 of Brian Misgell Jr., followed in 16th by the 98 of Thomas Light. 17th position, the 12 of Trent Drum, followed in 18th by the 19, Rick Reinard. 19th position goes to that 32 of PJ Popham, followed by the 8 of Brian Kaufman. 21st position goes to the 44 of Adam Novak, and in 22nd, the 46 of Justin Walters. Kendall Levron in 23rd, and in 24th, Gavin Martin. Green flag, that seems to be awkward. Awkward start here for the guys tonight. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Maybe they had it as a standing start. First time I would have seen that ever, really. So we're going to have to just jump on here and get up with your leaders and see what's going on. Sorry, got fireworks going off outside. Bunch of nonsense. Jeffrey Vandervoort, though, taking advantage of the of that standing start. So, not quite sure. God, I'm trying to figure out how to fix this too right now. Trying to take care of some things on the video side for you guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. Still trying to bring you the race here tonight, though. Jeffrey Vandervoort, the 072, still out there in front right now. Almost a second, now a little bit over a second lead over second place. Troy Radford, the 48 of Chris Medford, starting in third position right now. Staying in third and fourth, the 96 of Alan Westman, the 115 of Tom Laneville, rounding out your top five here tonight. See all these trucks making their way through that uphill left hand to go to the bus stops here. There you see Jeffrey Vandervoort going through and around the carousel. A lot of distance between the trucks here tonight already, so gaps being made and maintained early here. Lap 2 at a 54. Another thing we have to keep in mind here at places like the Glen here, it's only local cautions. There will be no full course cautions. Oh my goodness. Jags, keep me informed whether or not if it's getting better or worse. I'm gonna try to pay attention to everything here, but it is a little rough, a little bit hard. But your leader's still out there, Jeffrey Vandervoort. Nobody has anything for him right now. Looks like he's just gonna set sail. Seems to be the smoothest on track, fastest on track with a 1:12.87.9. So there you see the gap already opening up to that second place car of Troy Radford. Trying to check this out now, see if it's gotten any better. Doesn't look like it's getting any better. I'm not. Oh my goodness. This is very, very frustrating. Jags, if you can hear me, let me know if it's getting any better or not. I don't know. Golly. Alright, gotta focus back in here. At least to get some audio, I guess. I don't know. Jeffrey Vandervoort going around turn, I believe that's, man, we'll call it turn 10. It's the last left-hander before you go into that final right hairpin to come back down the front straightaway to the start-finish line. Lap number 5. Only one leader. Jeffrey Vandervoort took off on the initial start. A standing start here tonight for the High Country Trucking Series, so that definitely made things a little bit more interesting. Sure, it caught a couple of other drivers out, sleeping, if you will, but I'm not quite sure. Gonna go back, run through the field just a little bit, check on some guys back here. There you see the 43 of Craig Learman, followed by the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Just up in front of Craig, you see the 82 of Tyler Hilton and the 66 of Donnie Stobbs, battling just a little bit here. Not much, still some space given between both of them, so looks like that's going to be a battle we can watch all night if my stream begins to cooperate. Thank you, Jags. I was afraid of that. But if I go quiet, it's because I'm trying to mess with some settings. So just bear with me. Looks like the battle's still going on between Craig Learman and the 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Those two haven't settled their differences just yet. Going back down into turn 1. Brandon Hartwell on the brakes. Going easy now. Gonna take just a minute. I know it kind of sucks, but gonna take just a minute, try to see if I can do anything here. All right, give it a minute, see if that helps anything out. See if that helps anything out. Still battling on track. The 66 of Donnie Stobbs. Looks like he was able to go around the 82 of Tyler Hilton. So that pass being made on track. Good job by the 66 of Donnie Stobbs. I'm not sure if that's helping at all just yet or not, so probably isn't. I'm going to have to get this figured out very soon. Good battle, though, right here. Looks like 3-4 trucks. Going to be battling for a couple positions. The truck I want to keep my eye on, though, is right here in 12th position. The 32 of P.J. Popham. Running in, I apologize, looks like running in 13th position right now. Is PJ just behind the 7 of John Jenkins. Sorry, I'm trying to look at stuff and all this, but anyways, PJ, as stated earlier in the evening, one of those drivers that just absolutely has to hammer down, has to have a tremendous finish here tonight in order to lock himself in, just barely sitting on the outside of the chase right now. So PJ, one of those drivers that's going to have to be up on the wheel all night long. Not quite sure what the fuel mileage looks like, but I'd have to say tires are going to be a little bit more important than fuel here. I know everybody says, you know, fuel mileage race, you treat it like a road course, and, you know, road courses aren't always, but not always, let's see how to say it, not always a boring fuel mileage kind of deal. There's always, oh, as a car goes around, PJ almost into him. Tom Laneville. My goodness, what happened to Tom? We'll take a look real quick. Go back, watch a little replay for a second. What happened to Tom? Looks like he's going into the bus stop here. Hard onto the brakes. Comes out. Looks like it just gets light, and he touches that inside wall and goes around back up across the track. Oh, right in the center of the track. That could have been very devastating. You see PJ, as I said, just locking it down there. That could have... Oh, and more carnage has ensued for the 115 of Tom Laneville. We're going to go all the way back and watch this now as he got clear, got going again. This is a separate incident. Same lap, separate incident. Tom Laneville outside of the 19 of Rick Reiner. Looks like he goes wide, comes back across the track, catches the 19, the 99. My goodness, that was a hard wreck. No fast repairs here in the High Country Trucking Series, as you see just a few cars snaking their way through all of that carnage. My goodness, that's going to take out quite a few drivers. Is it so, Jags? It's a little better now, huh? As far as the video, I'm trying to work it in here. I'm trying to dial. We're riding right now, I believe. Let's see who that is. That is the 48 of Chris Medford. Chris, one of those drivers also involved in some chase implications. Chris Medford with a win. And inside the top 20 was one of the drivers that was going to be one race short of his race minimum requirement if he didn't show up tonight. So showing up secures himself a spot in the chase, and he's doing a hell of a job making sure he stays in the chase, running in third position right now. And just going over and looking at a couple things, it looks like that PJ Popham may be having a stroke of luck here tonight, as at least one of the drivers that he's battling with, David Smith Jr., not here on track with us tonight, so that's going to be some points made up on him. The only other driver somewhat that PJ has to worry about is that 8 of Brian Kaufman, currently running